Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know that this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building, still bringing you cutting edge technology, the best products a man could get. Use code Brunson, save 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I fall for that for y'all. So listen, my guy, my man hit me up this morning, man. My man Red. Well, probably late last night, you know what I mean. He hit me up and he sent me this list. I saw a little bit of it. PFF throwing the rankings around. You know what I mean. I seen it on what is it? Eagles Edits. He sent me the clip from Eagles Edits, and it got Jalen Hurts. He's one of the worst, ranked 30th deep ball, ranked 30th. They just going in on the deep ball, numbers of Jalen Hurts. This particular Instagram page, and as I'm thinking of this, I'm like, if this isn't media. First of all, I didn't say it was media manipulation at first. What I did was I start fact checking some of this stuff, and some of this stuff if you would just fact check instead of following what guys are saying, like PFF. First of all, the formula, we talk about this all the time. The formula that PFF uses is some type of scientific equation made from Jupiter. I don't know how they get them numbers. I don't know how they do any of this stuff, but it's a large percentage of people who like to believe it when the numbers are in the favor of the narrative that they're trying to spin. I've done it. I've pulled up PFF stats before, and it made my player look good. But at the back of everybody's mind, we all know PFF uses some type of algorithm that's basically a joke. I mean, come on, let's be real. Let's be real about it. So he pulls it up. It says Jalen Hurts is this, he's that, in the deep ball category. I mean, listen, it's fair. Jalen Hurts does need to work on his deep ball. We're not going to act like that's not an issue in terms of the development and how far he can take this football team. Ultimately, we know that. You know what I mean? It's nothing new there. But I will say this. When you look at it, it has Jalen Hurts ranked. They got Jalen Hurts ranked number 30th on the list. Jalen Hurts actually threw 56 passes, 21 yards or more. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts completed 16 of those 56 passes, and Jalen Hurts threw accurately 21 of those 56 passes. Now, when you think about, the numbers in terms of what was going on, Jalen Hurts completed 16 of those passes, which is actually middle of the pack. I mean, when you look at the completed passes, you know what I mean? Look at Daniel Jones only completed 8 of those passes, 21 yards or more. Zach Wilson, 13. I'm just going to throw out some names here. Trevor Lawrence, 13. Baker Mayfield, 14. And he had Odell and Landry. Garoppolo, 10. Lamar, 11. Matt Ryan, 13. Ryan Tannehill, 13. Davis Mills, 12. Jared Goff, 11. He been in the Super Bowl. I mean, Jameis Winston, 4. Mac Jones, 15. Ben Roethlisberger, 1 more than those guys, 17. Tyler Heineke, 11. So he's middle of the pack with 16, which ain't bad. He's middle of the pack. You know what I mean? So when you start looking at little things, then it starts to make sense. He's middle of the pack. And then when you talk about the amount of passes that he's attempted, 56, that's more than Justin Herbert attempted. And Justin Herbert has a stacked lineup. Justin Herbert attempted 30. No, 46. I mean, the other guy I'm talking about attempted 30. That was Justin Fields. He probably shouldn't even attempted that many, but that's where you would want to be. Hurts attempted 26 more than Fields. Hurts attempted more than Cousins, who has an amazing lineup of wide receivers. Hurts attempted more than Kyler, who has a pretty damn, you know what I'm saying? Hurts attempted the same amount of passes, 21 yards or more, as Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. All three of them had 56. In what stratosphere does that make sense? These are legends, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And this is a guy that has to develop. And he's throwing the same amount of deep passes as Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. When you start to look at the little things, you start to look at, well, why is he doing that? It goes back to, well, why is he in that position? I can tell you one thing about Tom Brady. I've been talking about this all season. Tom Brady going to throw to them running backs. He going to take them checkdowns. That's learned behavior. You got to learn to be that, you got to learn to understand that it ain't about the deep shot all the time. That's learned behavior. You get that over time. And Aaron Rodgers, he's a mix in between, taking a check down, a simple pass, and airing it out to a star-studded guy like Devontae Adams at 56. Come on. Jalen Hurts was tied for 6th most attempts of 21 yards or more. 6th most, ladies and gentlemen. 6th most. Quez Watkins is still developing. Devontae Smith, a rookie. Who is Jalen Hurts throwing the ball to this many times? I mean, Jalen Reagor got a lot of those receptions. He was the recipient of a lot of that stuff, but come on. It don't even make no sense. Here's another one. So Jalen Hurts completed 16 of those deep ball attempts. Let me go up to now, when you think about the guys who completed more deep ball attempts than Jalen Hurts at 16, I can read some off right now. Josh Allen, you ain't getting him. Justin Herbert, you ain't getting him. Patrick Mahomes, you ain't getting him. Joe Burrow, you ain't getting him. Dak Prescott, you ain't getting him. Kyler Murray, you ain't getting him. Carson Wentz, don't want him. Kirk Cousins, he completed more with 21. You ain't getting him. Stafford, you ain't getting him. Russell, you ain't getting him. You might got a chance. Russell, Aaron Rodgers, you ain't getting him. Derek Carr, you ain't getting him. You know what I mean? The list goes on. The list goes on. Out of all of the guys that completed more deep passes than him, you don't have a chance at getting. You don't really have a chance at getting. They either got no trade clauses or they're already locked into their situation. So when you look at the guys who completed more than him, and you look at the guys who, now let's look at the guys who didn't complete more deep passes than him. The guys that didn't complete more deep passes, Lamar, you ain't getting him, but we know why he ain't complete more. Baker, you ain't getting him. Daniel Jones, you don't want him. Justin Fields, some of y'all might want him. I don't want him. Mac Jones, you ain't getting him. Golf, do you really want? You're where you're supposed to be. This is the bottom line. There's no clear-cut steal out of the list of these guys who completed or didn't complete more than deep passes, more than the amount of deep passes in Jalen Hurts. You just ain't got a chance at getting. And the reason why I say this is because people are weighing in on this guy's deep ball mechanics. He is still developing. He's still developing. There's not no young player that's just doing it better than him, who ain't already locked into a situation or trending towards legendary status like Herbert and Burrow. It just ain't no other young dudes that's doing it right now. I mean, Jalen Hurts is the best available option. So when people start putting out negative information about any player, it would just behoove you to do your fact checking on it and to see why these lists are coming about. Because the lists are true in their own right. They're true, but it don't tell the whole story. Nobody's going to talk about the amount of drop passes, but, that's neither here nor there. The Combine is continuing on, ladies and gentlemen. The Combine is continuing on, and the guys that I want to see in the Combine, that's happening today. You know what I mean? Today around 4 o'clock. That's happening today. I want to see linebackers, and I want to see defensive linemen. You know what I mean? And I think on Sunday they're going to wrap it up with defensive backs and place kickers. But these are the guys that we looking at seeing right now. For me personally. Now, we've seen some surprises with the wide receivers. Chris Olave is definitely climbing up my board right now. Pause. You know what I mean? We've seen the surprises out of those groups. Now it's time to start focusing in on the defense because that's what really matters. That's what need to change the most for the Philadelphia Eagles. And Howie Roseman, by God, need to be paying as close attention as he do to these quarterbacks that I keep hearing them sneaking out with. You know what I'm saying? Howie Roseman, we know you like to look at quarterbacks. You need to have that same energy for these linebackers and these defensive backs. Let's change the culture of the defense of this team because the defense of this team is not getting enough flack. They're not getting the flack that they deserve. They were not as good as they think they are. I don't know what's going on, but this defense was trash last year. Trash, with the exception of Darius Slay and Hargrave and maybe Sweat. Everybody else was ballpoint buns. I mean, some of our linebackers stepped up a little bit. Let's not get it confused. TJ Edwards stepped up. You know what I mean? TJ Edwards deserves kudos and deserves praise. But the majority of that defense, the scheme, something got to change. And today is the day where we get the first look at whoever we might be drafting from these positions. Let me know what you think in the comments, man.